Hey guys, WrestleTom here and Merry Christmas. Over the past 6 months I've been collecting and waiting for Christmas Day to do a mega unboxing video on this channel where we open over 40 figures. This video contains an unboxing from today, Christmas Day, and also videos filmed months ago coming together for one huge unboxing. In this video, we opened so many figures and so many more that do not fit on screen. So I hope you enjoyed this video, a mega Christmas special WrestleTom unboxing. So sit back, relax, enjoy. We're going to start this video off with a bang. Rey Mysterio Lucha Lowrider. It comes with a Rey Mysterio figure and the Lucha Lowrider. Here's the front of the box. The side showing Rey Mysterio's WrestleMania 38 entrance. And the back of the box, it comes with a Rey Mysterio, a baseball bat, a crutch, and of course the Lucha Lowrider. So without further ado, let's get into the fig. Okay, that was a huge pin to open, but here's the Lucha Lowrider. So it's got the hydraulics up at the minute. I'm assuming I just push down. I haven't seen... Does it just stay up? So I haven't watched any tutorial or anything on this, so I don't know how it works. But first off, let's get this Rey Mysterio out. Comes in a black, red and white mask. It comes with a cross around his neck, cool accessory right there. Lucha Legend t-shirt. An amazing Rey Mysterio to have when he's not wrestling. Backstage attire maybe. It does look like you can take the shirt off. Maybe. No, I think that's just how it is. But here's the Rey Mysterio that comes with the figure. We're going to go into the boot of the Lowrider, if I can. It does say it comes with 2 weapons, but the doors don't open on the Lowrider. To get the so to open the boot, right there. And I'm guessing you can't pop open the hood without the underneath. That's what it looks like. So did I just to get it you have to clip it in, push down hard enough and click it in, but that one just popped out, so let's try it again. There we go. Here's the Lucha Lowrider. It's not like the Slam car, completely different. You can put Rey Mysterio there and yeet him like that. But I do want to know where the 2 weapons are, so I'm just going to have a quick check in the box, see if they are there. Here we go guys, I didn't see this whilst unboxing. Comes with the manual or something. Here's the bat you get. Got some weight to it compared to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. And of course the crutch, so Rey Mysterio can get a sledgehammer, smash the Lucha Lowrider up. Does the windshield pop off? It seems, I don't think it does. I think it might. Yeah, it does. With enough force, the windshield pops off. So it's not as cool as I thought it was going to be, to be honest. But it's still a Lucha Lowrider you can ride with Eddie, Rey, Dom, or any Mexican wrestler, to be honest. Or just any wrestler, to be honest, actually. So that's the Lucha Lowrider. Up next is the King Jerry the King Lawler, part of the Monday Night War series with the Great Muta, Jerry Lawler, Albert and Hulk Hogan. It comes with Build-A-Figure parts of Ted DiBiase. So this is Jerry Lawler. Let's open him up and have a look. Here's Jerry Lawler out of the box, still in the packaging. You can see the arms of Ted DiBiase right there. Slap hands and fist hands. So to save ourselves a bit of time on this huge unboxing, we're going to skip past the hands unless they're unique. We'll take a look at the Build-A-Figure part, but most importantly, the figure. So these are the arms that come with the Jerry the King Lawler figure. Just two generic suit hands. So we'll put these to the side and hope by the end of the video we might have our own Build-A-Figure. So here is the King in all of his glory. It comes with a rubber jacket, his crown that removes on and off, with the King crown up his shorts, up his tights and onto his boots, and the same on the other side. This jacket will be a pain to take off, but for a rubber jacket, it's actually kind of flexible, to be honest. So it's not too bad. So we'll take off this jacket with a bit of elbow grease and have a look at the main figure. So here's Jerry Lawler. Comes wearing a singlet, half singlet, a red one. Just a plain red. We'll take his crown off, two elbow pads of course. Red wrist here. The head scan of Jerry Lawler. Got his head scanned down quite alright, to be honest. Young Jerry Lawler put his crown back on his head. And here's the King, ready for commentary, because he did used to do commentary in this attire. And or you can have him wrestle a match where in my fig fed he's going to take over commentary, but not without a fight. So this is Jerry the King Lawler. Now for another figure in the same set, Albert. I really wanted to release a Lord Tensai remake, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, so for now we'll have to stick with Albert. It's also got Ted DiBiase Build-A-Figure parts. The back of the box, the exact same as Jerry Lawler, apart from a picture of Albert right there. So we'll get into the review. So here's the Albert outside of the box, still in packaging. Here is the Ted DiBiase body part. So we'll take Ted DiBiase out and add the Build-A-Figure parts. So now all we need to complete the Build-A-Figure set is a pair of pants. So hopefully, and I don't know about this one, hopefully, and don't hold me to this because I don't know, we have a figure with a pair of Build-A-Figure pants. You just pop that in there, and that's Ted DiBiase half done. All we need is pants and a head sculpt. And here is Albert. He is one beefy figure. He comes with slap hands as the default, wearing a just something, just Pierce. I think a Just Pierce logo there, with a molded on neck chain and whatever that is. Comes. So I originally thought these was tattoos. No, it's Hairy Albert. Comes with Albert on the back right there. Other than those two logos, and I think there's a sits right there, it's a plain black attire all around. He does have some sort of Japanese or Chinese symbols right there, and also a tattoo on the other leg right there. He is huge. Like, I'm a fully grown man, look how much is taken up in my hand. It does come with an elbow pad, a kind of unique elbow pad, with like the padding moulded on as well. Here is a closer look at the head scan. You can see his piercings in his lower lip there, or chin. Bald, of course. And he's got, don't quote me on this, but it's got his likeness down pretty much to a T. Also with ear piercings on one side, both sides. So this is a pretty good Albert figure. So let's put Albert away and get on to the next fig. Now with Jerry and Albert done, who's that jumping out the sky? R.E.Y. Mysterio. Here we go, Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover Rey Mysterio. I've had this figure for months and I've been wanting to open it, but I've been waiting for this video right here. Comes in his red attire with the Cruiserweight Championship, a bandage or towel, I believe. I think it's a towel. And here's Rey Mysterio on the back of the box. I can't wait to crack this fig open. Here is a closer look at Rey Mysterio. You see the figure. Two head sculpts, which I don't understand what's happening there, so we'll have a closer look at that in a minute. A t-shirt, Cruiserweight Championship, and two like slap/flying hands. So first off, we'll have a closer look at Rey Mysterio. So here is Rey Mysterio, the red attire. Not all the tattoos that he has now, because this is figure from, I'm gonna say 2006, and that's just a rough guess by me. He is small, but of course Rey Mysterio is small. It is an Ultimate Edition, so it does come with the usual butterfly joints, feet joints, and also this kind of torso. We'll have a closer look on the head scan right here. Sort of like a smiling Rey Mysterio there. It does come with his back tattoo, of course. And here is the attire on the pants, the logos. And that side it says Rey. Two red elbow pads. And it comes with the default fist hands. So we'll put Rey Mysterio to a side. Firstly, I want to check out this head sculpt right here. Okay, so it's basically two grab hands grabbing on to the side of the mask right there, which is a bit weird to be honest. But hey ho. But the only problem I have with it is that why does this part have grab hands, but the whole entire figure does not have grab hands at all? You could have taken these molds and just added them to the set. You can't take the mask out of the grab hands, so that's just stuck like that. So probably not a head scan I'm ever going to use with this figure. And nextly, onto this head scan right here. More of a neutral smirk face there by Mysterio. I realised I didn't really show much of the mask. So here's a closer look at the mask and the back. So I do prefer this head scan to this one, so I'm just going to quickly push that on. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we'll get on to the t-shirt. So it is this stretchy t-shirt with no Velcro in this Ultimate Edition, with Rey Mysterio with his mask on the front and that logo on the back with a faded scratch logo WWE. So we'll just pop this on Rey. This is what Mysterio looks like with the t-shirt on. So we'll pop Rey there. We still have the Cruiserweight Championship. I used to have this belt as a kid. It looks perfect for Ray. Also comes with a towel. Which, if Ray gets unmasked, you could put him hard in it over his face, maybe. But yeah, I don't really see me using this often. And then also the flying hands, which we're not going to get into. So let me pack this Rey Mysterio away and we'll get on to the next figure. Now onto a huge one. A 2020 limited edition UFC Conor McGregor. This is a very expensive figure, which I'm going to be opening right now. On the back of the box, it shows a bunch of other UFC fighters. Daniel Cormier, John Jones, and a bunch of other. Khabib. Shows his nickname, where he's from, his debut, and his career highlights. Of course, from Ireland. It does come with 2 head sculpts, a second pair of hands, and the UFC Championship. This UFC Championship isn't as shiny as the other Conor McGregor that I picked up as well, but that one's staying boxed. Without further ado, let's crack this fig open. Now here is Conor McGregor out of the packaging. I just want to take a look closer at this part here. It does come with the Ireland flag that I'm going to get into in a minute. But UFC logo at the bottom there as well. And basically an octagon. So before we get into the actual figure, let's take a close look at this flag. So here is the Irish flag. Comes in like a stretchy cloth. So he can wrap it around his neck whilst coming down to the ring. But now onto the Conor McGregor figure. I don't believe it's tied down, so we can just rip right into him. Okay, here is Conor McGregor. It is a Jazzware figure, but it does come with amazing articulation. Way better feeling than the AEW ones, to be honest. Comes with butterfly joints, and he looks like he's ready for a fight. One thing to note, look, his pants are actually cloth pants. How weird's that? But of course we'll pull that up. But a weird detail that I never even known, and I wouldn't have known unless I opened the figure. So here's the Conor McGregor, a great little figure. So of course, fighting hands. Here's a closer look up at his main head sculpt, and also his tattoos on his chest and his neck. I mean, his chest and his torso. On the back, he comes with tattoos as well. So later on in this video, you'll see a pre-recorded video I made of the Jazzwares Will Ospreay. Comparing this to Will Ospreay, this figure wins like a lot by a mile. Amazing. He's a bit, if you can, rigid. I don't know how to explain it, but we can sort that out. We can wait with that. And of course, it comes with removable shorts. So we'll put these shorts back on, and we'll get into the rest of the accessories. It comes with the UFC Championship. Bit of a weird way it attaches right there. UFC Championship, nothing like plastic on it. It's soft plastic, basically the whole thing. So nothing to write home about with the belt there, with it being a limited edition as well. So we'll just wrap that around Conor right there. There we go. Here is the second head scan it does come with. A screaming or laughing face Conor McGregor right there. And of course it also comes with a pair of grab hands, which I'm not going to bore you with putting them on the figure. That is Conor McGregor. An amazing figure right there. Probably my favourite figure to unbox so far. But up next is the Wyatt 6. And arriving just in time before Christmas, it's the Wyatt 6. We have Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross and Joe Gacy. So we'll put the 3-pack to the back. We'll start off with Dexter Lumis. What the front of the box looks like. And also at the back. Liv Morgan, Ethan Page, Braun Breaker, Dexter Lumis, Dirty Dom and John Cena. Alright, now we're focused on Dexter Lumis. So let's get this figure out of the box. And here is an unboxed Dexter Lumis. What can we say about this figure? Here is the head scan straight away. Not my favourite head scan, but it's a Dexter Lumis Wyatt 6 Elite. It comes with a black jacket with like a flannel shirt like with it as well, sort of thing. Comes with like, I don't even know what to call these pants, like jeans basically, but yeah, I think they are jeans with the sounds all around them, with fist hands and grab hands, but we're not going to interchange. He is quite tall to what I thought he would be, to be honest, and his fists are massive. Like, I don't know what to scale them with, but they're huge. But we'll take a look under the jacket. Here's Dexter Lumis without his jacket, taking his jacket off, and there's a huge gap between his head and his neck right there. So a bit of a letdown there. I try pushing it down more, but it just doesn't. So that's something to put up with. His tattoos you can see more clearly now. And on that side, of course, Dexter Lumis plays Mercy the Buzzard in the Wyatt 6. So let's see how easily you can fit the Mercy the Buzzard mask on. It just slips right on. And that is Dexter Lumis. Let me package this figure up. And we'll get on to Joe Gacy. We're feeling a little bit let down with that Dexter Lumis. Let's see if Joe Gacy can lift this mass spirits. So here is the Joe Gacy, the exact same back of the box as Lumis. No, it's not. It's not the same. It's got Lola Vice in this. LA Knight, Roman, Cody and Cena. Let's crack this figure open and see how it compares to Dexter Lumis. Here is Joe Gacy unboxed with a bit of plastic still stuck in his hand. There we go. So it does come with cloth goods t-shirt and second t-shirt. Let's get a close-up on his head scan. Not an amazing head scan, but he still does have his likeness in it. You can remove the first t-shirt, but the second one is like the stretchy cloth goods, but if you wanted to, you could, of course, take it off, but he doesn't wrestle with it off, so there's not really no point. He does come with these tattoos on his right arm. Nothing on his left. These are the tights he is wearing. That like grey and white stripes, grey and silver stripes. Right there. And also a tattoo on the bottom of his leg right there. And of course, I believe he plays Husky the Pig. I believe that's his name. So it does come with this pig mask right here. I believe, yeah, it just slides right on there. Could do with being the tiniest bit bigger or looser, but hey, that's actually looking amazing right there. So that's 2 out of 5 of the Wyatt 6. So it's time to get on to the 3-pack. But before we get onto the 3-pack featuring Rowan, Cross and Howdy. Let's take a look at the Ultimate Edition Uncle Howdy. This is the front of the box. Seems to come with his jacket, his arms for the jacket, a lantern, 2 different head sculpts, and a top hat. Here is the back of the box. So let's crack this open and let's see how it compares to the 3-pack Uncle Howdy. Here is the Ultimate Edition Uncle Howdy. Here's a close look up at his head scan. It will focus. Will it? There we go. Close up at his head scan right there. Of course, it's an Ultimate Edition. It comes with butterfly joints, and does it cut? Yeah, it comes with toe joints right there. It's pretty much a plain black attire. It does have a little bit of design on his top half of his jeans he wears. If you can see, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Other than that, it's a plain black with the buttons down the middle. The back is, yeah, the back is just plain, but it does come with the Bray Wyatt hands. Is it heel? It comes with Bray. It says Bray on the hands there, in the style of the hair/heel hands. Also comes with this, like, is that a gauntlet right there? But that is the Uncle Howdy Ultimate. But it also does come with 2 separate head scans. One laughing and one like straight face. Sort of. I can't really make it out. And that's a generic one. So that like a grit in the teeth one, maybe. I'll maybe use this one as my main head sculpt. I probably maybe won't, because this is an issue I've been having with a lot of Ultimates lately. You try and put an interchangeable head on, it just doesn't click down. No matter how much force you have, it just pops right back off. So I'm going to have to use the generic one. So hopefully Mattel sorts that out very soon, because it's been a huge problem for at least a year. So hopefully they fix that soon. It also comes with Uncle Howdy's top hat, looking great right there. But it also comes with his entrance jacket, and of course his arms to make the entrance jacket fit together. So what we'll do is we'll put his entrance style on. Okay, this is Uncle Howdy with his entrance attire on. But what's also missing, there's one thing missing. No, it's not his other hand. No, it's not that his hand won't click all the way in. It's the lantern that he comes with. So here is Ultimate Uncle Howdy in all his glory. I love the figure, but I don't rate it because the other head scans are just not coming on. And it's not even letting me pop on the other hand onto the entrance jacket. Mattel, you need to step up your game, because your figure quality lately is just going downhill. But let's see how this Ultimate Edition Uncle Howdy compares to the 3-pack Uncle Howdy. And now it's time for the Wyatt 6 3-pack. I almost couldn't get my hands on this. It kept going in, out of stock on Smiths. But finally, I was able to get it. Here's the back of the box. An amazing box. an amazing collector's item. But you know what? It's a collector's item. Let me open it. So let's get right into unboxing these figures. Here is the 3-pack open. It comes with this really cool box right there. I think I'm going to keep that for backstage promos with the Wyatt 6. But most importantly, here are the figures. They all come sit tied down, so you'll give me a moment to open them. But first, we'll start off with Uncle Howdy. Here is Uncle Howdy. I think it is literally the exact same as the Ultimate Edition, but just in his entrance attire, no wrestling attire, which is just the different arms. Here is the head sculpt on Howdy. Howdy's top hat, which is the exact same. The only difference with this compared to the Ultimate Edition Uncle Howdy, of course, it comes with the interchangeable hands, arms for his for any wrestles, and also no lantern. But other than that, I think it's just an elite version of the Ultimate. So we'll put Uncle Howdy to one side and we'll get on to Big Eric Rowan. Now, I have a huge problem with this figure. I have a huge problem. I think they've just put Braun Strowman's body, well, Braun Strowman's whole attire, and replaced the arms and the head with Eric Rowan. This is not Eric Rowan. He's not that beefy. He's quite a slender man in real life. So he comes with a jacket, but we're just going to take this off. Here's Rowan without his jacket. A horrible figure. I hate this figure. This isn't Rowan. Nothing like him. Doesn't really look like him either. Of course, it's bald ginger man. But it's not really Eric Rowan. It's tattoos, of course. If you could replace the arms on these, you could put Braun Strowman's head and body and it'd be Braun Strowman. I believe it's Braun Strowman's attire. It comes with a huge jacket. But yeah, I'm sort of not digging the Wyatt 6, the jacket on. The only thing he's got going for him is, of course, the bat that says help on both sides, and also a circle on it, and also the bunny mask. So that this probably is the reason why his skill's so big, is because of the bunny mask. See, when he's put like that, he looks amazing, to be honest. But then you take it off. Horrible. Amazing. Horrible. So, if you want it for Eric Rowan, awful figure. If you want it for the bunny, Rambling Rabbit, an amazing figure. So yeah, we'll put them to one side. Now it's on to Nikki Cross. Not really much to say about Nikki. No interchangeable head. So she's always got that cracked face. Just plain white. Of course, it's like rubber. It's not like hard plastic. But I don't think you'd be doing many matches with her, because that's like as far as you could bend the legs. You can't really move. You can't move her fists. Yeah, I feel like the Wyatt 6 in figure form are awful. Awful, awful. Try and get one last look at the head scan. Yeah, not really my cup of tea. So we'll put these away and we'll get on to the next figures. And now, to lift the spirits a little bit, is a word from our sponsored segment, Nothing. It is Bitty Pop time. So I was planning on opening my Sakurada before I opened these, but I can't seem to find my Sakurada anywhere at the minute. So if I find my Sakurada before I post this video, here's me unboxing Sakurada. No? Okay. Bitty Pop time. So in these Bitty Pops you have a chance of all these superstars here. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Mean Gene, Dusty Rhodes, Jerry Lawler, Ricky the Dragon, Razor Ramon, Diesel, Ray, Randy, I think that's Drew, and The Undertaker. I have none of these to open throughout the videos. I've opened 2 off camera before Christmas, and I've got Ray and Diesel. The one I'm looking for is Taker and Randy. Those are what I'm hoping for. Let's crack open the first one. And we get Jerry the King Lawler, which isn't too bad. So when I put Jerry Lawler on commentary, you can have his own little statue of Jerry the King Lawler sat next to him on the announcer's table. These are what the Bitty Pops look like up close. It's basically just a very small Funko Pop, really. So we'll put the plastic back on for now, and we'll just pop Jerry Lawler to the side. Bitty Pop number 2, my guess, I'm going to say Mean Gene, but I'm hoping for Randy or Undertaker. It is Razor Ramon. Okay, here's the Razor one. The exact same box. So we'll put Razor to the side. Bitty Pop number 3. Take a guess here. Rey Mysterio. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, which is actually a cool one. But I'm still looking for that Randy or the Undertaker. And the last Bitty Pop of this little segment here before I go back to opening figures is, you guys can look before I do, is whoever this is. Right, I'm opening my eyes now. Oh, it's Batista, not Randy Orton. There we go. I got the one I wanted, even though I thought it was Randy Orton. Still looks more like Randy Orton than Batista, to be honest. But yeah, there we go. So we have 5 more of these to open, and I'll open them a little bit later on in the video. But now, I'm going to unbox the American Nightmare, Cody. Here's Cody Rhodes. I'm not going to spend too much time on him, because in a pre-recorded / earlier recorded video, I already unboxed his chase. So I'm just going to do a quick unboxing of Cody Rhodes. So let's open him up. Here is the brown suit Cody Rhodes. It's literally the same as the Chase edition, just in brown. Comes with the WWF Championship, which is a brown suit. Is Cody Rhodes. Here's the head scan. Comes with fist hands and that other head scan right there. But if you want a more reviewed Cody Rhodes later on in the video, I do open his chase, which is more detailed than the review I'm giving right now. Now for the illustrious Tonga Loa. Now if you saw my last big unboxing, you saw me unbox his Elite. But I have his basic in hand. I've been waiting and been trying to find this basic since it was announced. Why? Because of the eye patch. So I don't really collect basics, but if they come with a cool head scan, yes I do. So we'll crack the figure out of the packaging. Now it's just a basic suit, a plain black suit. Be like another speed run of 2 suits figures. Will do good for my MVP, I reckon. a basic suit, but the only reason I did get him is for his head scan right there. The eye patch Tongaloa. So that is the basic Tongaloa. Now who's that jumping out the sky? i.e. Rey Mysterio. Once again, our third Rey Mysterio of the unboxing. But in the Street Fighter set. I've been waiting for these bad boys. And I finally got them. And I got 2 of each. So I could unbox one right now. So first off, we'll get to the main man. Rey Mysterio. Such an amazing box. Looks, it's basically a little arcade machine. Right there. Street Fighter Rey Mysterio on the side of the box. On the back of the box, it shows Rey Mysterio again. A combo from Street Fighter and the other 2 figures in the set. The Rock, the Ultimate Warrior. Same image on the side. And Rey Mysterio on the front. So without further ado, let's unbox this bad boy. I've just got Rey Mysterio out of the box, and in the background of the box, look how cool that is. Round 2, Street Fighter, The Rock, Rey Mysterio battling it out. That is actually sick. I can't take. I wish it was like a removable part, 'cause I'd love to keep that. Maybe I'll cut it out. Yeah, I think I might cut it out. But other than the box, we have Rey Mysterio. This figure looks sick. So let me unbox him and we'll get to the review. So here's Rey Mysterio, but the annoying bit is that bit, I hope it's detachable. I hope I didn't just break it, but it looks as though it is, but it just doesn't want to go back in, so that's a fix for later. But other than that, this is Rey Mysterio. This is epic. This is sick. So let's take a closer look at Rey Mysterio right there. A red headband, unremovable of course. Black and red mask basically. If it wants to focus. Will it focus? There we go. Rey Mysterio. Got the RM on the gi right there. RM on the armbands, both sides. He is a black belt, but not any kind of black belt, a black belt with his own name. Now this is going to be a sick figure. 619 right there. The like wing of his mask logo. Now I don't believe you can remove this black belt, so he is stuck like that. But this is one sick figure. I'm guessing you could. I'm not going to remove it in case I can't get it back on. But yeah, this figure is sick. Of course it comes with flying hands, but also power up hands, whatever they are. I've never played Street Fighter. So these go on his hands. But I do know one thing. I know he don't say it, but oh well. Hadouken! Rey Mysterio. Look how sick that is. If only I didn't break that bit off or I can put it back on. I've got some black tack anyways. I'll just get it back together. But I think SummerSlam's happening in my Fig Fed on Christmas Day, nonetheless. So we'll see. So I think I'll use this Rey for SummerSlam. So that's Rey Mysterio. Let me pack him up and we'll go on to the Ultimate Warrior. And here's the Ultimate Warrior. A little bit before my time. I don't really collect Ultimate Warriors, but of course I've got to pick this one up. Pretty much the exact same box, apart from Ultimate Warrior on the side and Ultimate Warrior on the back with a different combo. Back to the front of the box. pretty much the same as Rey Mysterio, so let's crack this figure open. And before we get into the Ultimate Warrior, here is the game graphic right there. Ultimate Warrior versus The Rock. Onto the Ultimate Warrior. So unboxing this, I know it's a huge problem. Well, first off, the legs don't want to twist, but I hope that's supposed to be like that and just in a proper messed up paint job on my Street Fighter Ultimate Warrior. But here is the Ultimate Warrior. So my main problem is obviously the paint job there, but I hate it when they have rubber hands. I don't know, it just don't seem right to me, but I feel like they get away with it because these aren't normal hands. These are like, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Here comes painted green, which is a weird sight to see. Bright orange hair, orange like warrior logo on his chest, orange there. I'm guessing this is meant to be like body hair. He's got them dogs out. He's got the dogs out. I did drop something. I did drop that. I did feel something drop on the floor. I'll pick that up another time. I'm not rooting because it's full of figures down there at the minute. That's the front of Warrior. That's the back. That's the side. Just come with a pair of fists. Bright green fists. And of course, Rey Mysterio comes with those like power-up arms, hands, attachments. These come with like some sort of, is it flames or something? Something like that, attachments. It's a pretty cool Ultimate Warrior figure right there. And a unique one nonetheless. So for a guy that doesn't collect Ultimate Warrior figures, this is actually pretty sick. And I think there's a second one coming with this wave as well, in wave 3. So we'll be picking that up as well sometime next year, or this year when you're watching this. And the last of the Street Fighters, the final boss, The Rock. Of course, the exact same box on the side. The Rock right there. On the back, it's power up and a picture of The Rock. Now, I did say I got 2 of each, but this Rock is different to my other one. So this one comes without his glasses. The one that I'm keeping box comes with his glasses on. I don't know if that's some sort of chase or anything, but I'm risking it. Keeping the glasses one sealed and this one open. So let's crack this figure open. Whilst unboxing The Rock, I did find the other tassel, but this is the art in the Rock box that I think is facing John Cena, it says. Yeah, John Cena versus The Rock. So let's get into The Rock figure. So here's the Brahma Bolt The Rock. A pretty cool looking figure. It comes with a removable hat. No eyes. His eyes are whited out. It does come with like these shoulder things that you can just click on and off. A white Rock jacket, which is sick. See, even if you had a separate Rock, you could remove this Rock's head and use this Rock anywhere because it would just look sick. With the Brahma Bull belt buckle. I don't feel like I have to set this jacket off because it's going to be a pain to take on and off. But here's The Rock. Such an amazing attire. Comes with a neck chain as well. But let's put the shoulder pads back on. It does come with its updated tattoo as well. And a cape. Can't forget the cape. So we'll put these on, I think, just pop onto the top of the arms there on each side. The hat, I think it's a beret. And also the power fists. If they'll go in. There we go. The power fists. Then here is, and it fell off. and it fell off again. Now here is the fully charged up final boss. And I didn't take much note of the hands, but I do want to show you these. It does come with like a thumbs up hand and like a flying hand. And also the hat does come with a Brahma Bull logo, if it wants to focus. I don't know what's up with my phone lately. Just not focusing, but yeah, it comes with a Brahma Bull logo right there. And that is the epic Street Fighter collection. Such an amazing collection. These figures are absolutely sick, especially this Rock one, because just remove the head and these bits, you got an amazing Rock final boss attire. So let me bag up the Rock and we'll get going on a different set of figures. And now we'll set our attention to another set on Monday Night Wars figures. Booker T and Shark, aka Earthquake. So Booker T is open because I did need to check something, because the box did come like this. I was like, oh no, someone's took the Build-A-Figure part. So we'll start off with G.I. Bro Booker T. What a sick figure this is. Monday Night War camo Booker T. Let me try and turn the lighting up on the camera. See it a little bit better. There you go. G.I. Bro Booker T right there. Bubba, was it Big Bubba Rogers Build-A-Figure? Before my time, do not know who he is, but in this set also came Lex Luger, Fatu aka Rikishi, and The Rock. So let's crack this figure open and see how it is in hand. One thing to note is that Build-A-Figure parts now come in a separate section right there. So let's take the Build-A-Figure out. There we go. And I believe it's another torso, which I do not need. I think I've got 2 NWO torsos now. But here it is. The NWO torso, which is like an Ultimate style torso. So all I need is, I think I got pants actually. So all I need is some arms, some black arms. And then I can complete a Build-A-Figure. But we'll put this to a side and we'll get on to G.I. Bro. Here is G.I. Bro. So one thing to note, which is stupid, the hat is sculpted on, not even removable. So that's stupid. Like, why would you do that? You literally got so many removable hats. You could just paint a John Cena hat green and have it removable, but no, they want it attached. So this, I was going to use this in my fig fed, but I'm just going to have to use a generic Booker T, because are you going to be wrestling a match with a hat on the whole time? Bit stupid. Does come with point fingers or gun fingers, however you want to look at it, but it's like over there, fingers. Comes in a full camo outfit, which is cool, but no, I can't believe they've done that with the art. It's so dumb. Literally, why would they do that? But I think this jacket is removable. It looks like it is. Yeah, but I'm not going to, because wait, is it even removable? No, it's not even removable, because it's like stretching the plastic. So what a waste. This figure is a dud. What a waste of a figure right there. It's a cool figure, a sick display figure, but if you want to actually play with it or use it in your fig fed, have fun. You can't remove that bit, or even the bloody art. That's it's actually annoyed me a little bit, that, because I was looking forward to using this, but I guess it will just have to show up in the segment and not wrestle a match in his GI Bro attire. So we'll put Booker to the side, and now Earthquake, aka Shark. This one also a Monday Night Wars figure, but comes with a Michael Cole instead of Big Bubba Rogers. Shark, aka Earthquake. It comes with a Michael Cole headset. Also in the set is Eric Bischoff, Shark, Brian Pillman, and The Undertaker. So let's crack right into this figure. Okay, I've taken it out of the box, but they're still in the plastic. But let's take a look at this Michael Cole. So here's the Michael Cole, early 2000s Michael Cole head right there. Got his likeness done quite great actually. And then it also comes with a set of these which I don't own. Be nice to have two of them one time. So yeah, I do need another one for the commentators, but yeah, that is sick. Jerry the King Lawler, Michael Cole will be on the commentary. So I'll just put them. Actually, now we just need a pair of legs, and this Build-A-Figure is complete. So let me just pause the video and take Shark out of the packaging. And here is Shark, another beefy figure. Did I buy it just for the Michael Cole head? Maybe, but am I going to use this figure in my fig fed? Probably. So here is Shark. Here's a closer look up on his head sculpt right there. A black and white dyed beard. Comes with a shark right there. Tattoo on that side there. And of course his chest is a shark swimming in the water. And on the back, look how cool that is. There's a shark. It says Shark Attack right there. That looks like a dolphin, not a shark. But now it looks like nothing from this angle. More sharks right there. Plain red, blue boots. But yeah, an actually nice figure that I feel like a lot of people just not going to pick up, but seem to actually add quite a lot of detail to this. And of course it comes with a separate head, a very bad hairline right there, sort of. Don't hold me to it. No, I was going to say it looks like Jesse Ventura a tiny bit there. But then on the side I'm thinking like a chubbier Howard Fink. No, ignore what I'm saying. Ignore what I'm saying. It doesn't look like. Definitely Jesse Ventura like that a little bit. But from that angle, yeah, it doesn't really look like anyone. So, yeah. Here's Shark. It does come with grab hands. But I realised those are not the last of the Monday Night Wars. We still have one Monday Night Wars left. So let me package this figure up and we'll get on to my last Monday Night Wars figure. Now he's back and he's better than ever. It is Eric Bischoff. He'll be taking over as SmackDown GM from Reggie. And I just noticed it comes with a pair of pants. So here's the back of the box, the side and the front. So let's rip this figure up and you can watch me open this. I'm not going to cut this bit out because I actually didn't think I'd be able to complete a Build-A-Figure today. But as luck would have it, here is a completed Build-A-Figure, if it wants to attach, that is. Here is a completed, well, I was going to say a completed Build-A-Figure. It just seems to not want to attach, but I'll try warming it up later and attaching it like that. But yeah, here is Michael freaking Cole. Here we go. So that's a Build-A-Figure complete. Not the exact parts needed. Top half, well, arms and torso, Ted DiBiase. Bottom and top, Michael Cole. So we put him to the side and let's unbox Eric Bischoff. So here's Eric Bischoff. So taking him out of the package, I noticed a huge problem. Oh, that. We'll try that again. I noticed that his head doesn't like fully pop on. So I don't know what's happening with Mattel lately, but they need to fix the game because they're drastically going downhill. But this is Eric Bischoff. There's not really much to write home about, apart from the WCW Nitro microphone on 2 sides. It comes with a pointing finger, which I think I'm going to keep on. Pause the microphone and just a suited attire with just a normal white t-shirt. But it does come with a second smiling face scan. So let's test out if this one fits on better. Nope, just doesn't fit on better. So yeah, good figure apart from Mattel need to fix the game basically. So we'll put this Eric Bischoff away and we'll continue with some more figures. And now for a weird shout, Rick Boogs, Elite 98 Rick Boogs. Here's the back of the box, comes with Big E, who was WWE champion at the time, I'm guessing. Randy Orton, Finn Balor, Rick Boogs, Farouk, Issa, and Mandy Rose. So I needed some filler for my roster, or for my fig fed. So I picked up Rick Boogs at a cheap price on WrestleShop.com, I think it is. So let's crack this Rick Boogs open. So here is Rick Boogs. Comes with an electric guitar, which we'll take out of his hands and over his head. And we'll take his hair off with it. I hate it when they come with hair like that. They're just constantly going to fall out whilst you're playing with them, but nothing about black tack won't fix. So here is Rick Boogs. It comes with that rubber attire there. Comes in like overalls but shorts. Boots are a bit messed up. Boots are weird. That's it there. Like cut down. But yeah, it looks great actually. Got his lightness. Well, to be fair, I think he did cut his hair before he got fired, so yeah, that's one thing actually. But let's attach his hair back on. It says "Let's Ride" on the front, and on the back it says Boogs Cruise. Couldn't say that then. RB on his bum. That's Rick Boogs. It does come with tattoo right there. I'm guessing if you really wanted to, you could take that off, but I'm just going to keep it on him. Makes no difference. And here's his electric guitar. It comes all like packaged up. I'm just going to keep it in the package for now. Unless it's a breakaway. Unless it's a breakaway. So let's unpackage it. But no, it's not a break. Oh, it's a breakaway! I didn't know that. So Rick Boogs be doing a performance. Hey, Michael Cole. No, hey, Bitty Pops. There we go. I'm glad I did that now. Here's Rick Boogs. Not the best figure, not the worst. Good, amazing as filler in my fig fed. So let's package him up and get to the brand new United States champion. Here is the brand new United States champion, Carmelo Hayes. Here's the front of the box. Here's the back of the box. So I am missing. Well, I'm not getting those two. I've got Ultimate CM Punk, Ultimate Gunther, and Elite Gunther, so I don't need them two. I'm just missing Alba Fire, which I just can't find anywhere, and I'm not paying ridiculous price on Wrestling Shop. I think that's the website name. So let's crack this figure open and see how it is. Here is Carmelo Hayes, who comes with a pair of sunglasses, and here's the head sculpt. Looks a bit funny. He looks stoned. He does. He looks stoned. Comes with a chain with that says him on it. Try and focus up on that. It says him. Melo the Miss t-shirt, Carmelo Hayes, is Velcro, so you can just pull it off. That back tattoo right there. Try and focus on that. I don't know if it's focusing, but a back tattoo right there. Tattoos down his arm. Now his attire does actually look real sick. It's like a blue money logo, a king, Melo with scratches, Melo the Miss on the side, him. A great little figure. Just the head scan. He does look hella high. Hella high. He does look stoned. But maybe he was stoned whilst he was getting his head scan. I doubt it, but you never know. This is him. Carmelo Hayes, a great looking figure. The head scan, bit of a miss. From afar, he does look alright, but up close, just the head scan lets him down. He doesn't come with any other pairs of hands at all. What you saw at the start is what you got with him. So a bit disappointing, no extra hands, even though I don't use them, but yeah, this is Carmelo Hayes, if I can put his glasses on straight. Wonky glasses, Carmelo Hayes. So let me package him up. Great figure, brand new United States champion. But let's package him up and get on to the Glamazon. Before we open Beth Phoenix, I'm itching to open another Bitty Pop. So let's see who I get this time. We get Dusty Rhodes. And it comes with no plastic on him. Here's Dusty Rhodes. Okay, put that to the side now. And now it's time for the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix. She's going to take over the women's division. A Royal Rumble Elite. Comes with Brock Lesnar, Ridge Holland, Beth Phoenix and Batista. And also, it's a Build-A-Figure with Virgil. It comes with Virgil's torso. Let's get right in to opening Beth Phoenix. And here is Beth Phoenix. But first, here is the torso of Virgil. It says Virgil right there. So we'll put that to one side. And back to Beth Phoenix. So first off, she comes with the Glamazon hands. Let's get a closer look at the face skin right there. Got a bit of like, is it face paint or something? Right there. Hair up like a badass. She comes with an entrance jacket, which I think I can take off it, yeah. Right, it says, the glamorous Beth Smash. So we'll take this jacket off her. The jacket is off, so we can have a closer look on her attire. It's like, is that flames? Sort of looks like some sort of animal face, but I'm just gonna say flames. Beth Smash on the side, okay. I believe this is from when she teamed up with Edge, but don't quote me on that. Beth Phoenix, massively underrated. An amazing little figure. She's gonna do wonders in my Fig Fed. Probably become world champion before the end of the Fig Fed year. So an amazing little figure right there. See anything on her attire at the back? No. One last look there. And that is Beth Phoenix, my first Beth Phoenix figure. And I think she's left for AEW, so I don't think we'll be getting a Beth Phoenix anytime soon. So a great little pick-up. It's been a day since the last figure I opened, but now Boxing Day is the day to open. Seth freaking Rollins comes in an Elton John inspired attire. Seth Rollins on the back. Fan takeover. Ultimate edition Seth freaking Rollins. So let's crack this figure open. So here is a closer look of everything inside the figure. You get a separate head, a headpiece, a jacket, wings, 3 different pairs of hands. But for now, let's take a look at the Seth Rollins figure. So here is the visionary, the revolutionary Seth freaking Rollins in a bright orange flame, I think it's flame attire. Looking amazing, it feels amazing in hand. You can never go wrong with a Seth Rollins Ultimate. Here is the Seth Rollins face scan up close. I believe the same as his other Ultimate I do own. And of course it is an Ultimate edition, so it does come with the usual butterfly joints and also the toe joints. We'll have a one last close look at the attire right here. And now we'll get on to the accessories. So here's the second head sculpt that does come with the figure. Like a laughing, screaming Seth Rollins. Right there. Nice little head scan. Here are the extra attire parts that comes with this entrance jacket, this entrance helmet, and of course the Elton John wings. So I'm gonna put this all together and let's see how it looks complete. Here is the completed look for Seth Elton John Rollins. This figure looks sick. Of course, here's what he looks like with the head sculpt on. The wings I didn't put on all the way, not properly. I'll do that later off camera. But still, it looks amazing. Amazing little figure here for Seth Rollins. Perfect for my pay-per-views for Seth Rollins. This figure just looks and feels in hand amazing. It does also come with these sets of hands. Slap hands, fist hands, and like his whoa hands. So let me package this figure away and we'll get on to another one. Seth Rollins to one of his biggest rivals in the game, CM Punk. I already have a CM Punk Ultimate. I got his Money in the Bank 2011 one, but this one has got to be a pickup as well. Comes in a nice pink attire that he wore at SummerSlam, I believe. 2 different face sculpt, the best in the world jacket, and many different pairs of hands. Here's a closer look to the back of the box, so let's just crack right into the figure. And here is the Ultimate Edition CM Punk. Straight out of the gate, I am noticing something. This knee pad is massively discoloured to this one. This is more like a greeny. This one's a black. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, or unless they missed a bit of paint on it to make it a fully black, but I guess I could either swap it out or just live with it. But here is the CM Punk. He does come with like a smirking face. All CM Punk's usual tattoos right there. No elbow pad. So no elbow pad CM Punk right there. Nice pink stars on his trunks there. Pink on the side, nothing on the back. And a closer look on the boots right there. His X's on his hands are blue. Of course, he's got the drug-free tattoo. Of course, in Ultimate, he does have the usual butterfly articulation with the toe joints as well. So that is Ultimate Edition CM Punk. It also comes with 2 different pairs of head. A more serious face CM Punk. And like laughing CM Punk face right there. He does have some sort of shine above his eyebrow. The camera's picking that up, which is a bit weird, but yeah, those are just 2 different head sculpts that do come with Punk. And the last main accessory it comes with is this CM Punk hoodies, jacket, whatever it is. It looks great. It's got tassels on for the coat's hood, but obviously you can't move them. CM Punk logo right there, and on the back it says best in the world. So let me just pop this on the fig and let's see how it looks. And here's what he looks like with the hoodie on. It looks amazing. The best in the world, CM Punk. Of course, it's a little bit snug there, but of course you can just unvelcro it a little bit and it looks amazing. But it also does come with slap hands, peace hands, I'm assuming peace hands, and fist hands. So that is CM Punk. So let me package him away once again and we'll get on to someone else. Now from one massive ego to another, it's Ethan Page, Elite 119. Just a normal variant, not the chase. The set that Dexter Lumis came with. Here's a closer look at the front of the box right there. Comes with the NXT Championship. So let's crack this open. Here he is in all his glory. It's Ethan Page. Here's a close look at his head sculpt right there. A nice close look at his attire. All ego on the back. And then on the knee pads, 2 crowns. And on the boots, also a crown on each side. The figure comes already with a point hand and a grab hand, but in the packaging it comes with a pair of slap hands, a second pointing hand and a second grab hand. But also with this figure is the NXT Championship. There's a close look of it right here. Of course, was the NXT champion at the time, now the North American and AAA tag team champion, and that is all ego, Ethan Page. And now for a double opening, it's the Creed brothers, Julius, Brutus Creed. This is another set that I only just got in time before Christmas, before this unboxing. Here are the Creed brothers on the back of the box. Brutus, Julius, Andrade, Io, Priest, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But let's crack these bad boys open and have a closer look at the figs. Here are the Creed brothers. The first one we'll look at is Brutus Creed. You can an American made t-shirt. Nothing on the back, so we'll just take this shirt off and see what his attire looks like. AM on the front right there, and an American style singlet with nothing on the boots. Here's a closer look at his head scan right there. A smiling head scan for him right there. And then onto Julius Creed. Here's a close-up on Julius Creed's head scan. Comes with his own American-made t-shirt. And also the exact same attire for Julius Creed. The American style attire right there. Both figures come with a pair of grab and fist hands. But yeah, these are the Creed brothers. And now it's time for Nia Jax. But just before we get into her, I did the Build-A-Figure. I had to warm up the torso and legs for it to connect. But here is Build-A-Figure Michael Cole. So I'm going to put him to one side, ready for commentary. And let's get on to Nia Jax. Elite 18 Nia Jax comes with the Queen of the Ring crown, 2 different head sculpts. A closer look on the back of the box is Nia, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa, and John Cena. The only figure out of this set I do not have is Solo Sikoa. This is my first Nia Jax, so without further ado, once again, let's rip it open. And here is Nia Jax unboxed. Comes in a black and white attire, all around the whole bodysuit. Comes with 2 separate head scans right here, but most importantly, unlike the Booker T, you can take the crown off, so it does come with a Queen of the Ring crown. 2 different types of face scans. You got 2 straight faces, but 2 very different looking straight faces, and 2 different styles of hair. One with a hair down and one with a hair up. So you got like a promo Nia Jax, and then you've got an in-match Nia Jax. This figure's based on a Queen of the Ring match she had, where she became Queen of the Ring. It does come in a chase variant. Instead of white, it's red. But I just picked up the standard version. And that is Queen Nia Jax. It does come with 2 separate pairs of hands. Fist hands and pointing hands. But I'm going to pack her up and move on to another. And now for a unique one. It's John Cena. It comes with a removable hat and a removable t-shirt. Here's the back of the box. I'm only joking. Here is John Cena. The Invisible Collector's Edition John Cena. The reason why I'm opening this is because I bought 2. One boxed, one to be opened. So here's the front of the box. Here's the side. It's literally invisible John Cena. Here's the back of the box. You can't see him, but he's there. It's John Cena. And another look at the front of the box. So let's crack this open and see what this figure's all about. Here he is. The GOAT, the Never Seen 17, retiring earlier this month. John Cena. What can you say about this figure? Apart from it's just a cool figure. Fully invisible. Well, invisible, clear plastic, no paint on it. Front and back. To note, these are removable. His sweatbands and his armband are completely removable. He does come with his dog tags, which I'm just not going to take this rubber band off in case I lose it. And also, unlike G.I. Bro, you can remove the hat. Literally, G.I. Bro, you could have just painted this hat green, called it a day. So if you can, here's a look at the face scan of John Cena. Put that hat back on. And this is John Cena. It does come with 2 different interchangeable heads. It comes with well, it's hard to tell one of them. It's the screaming face and it looks like a neutral face. And of course, a pair of grab hands. So this is the GOAT. And to a man who took on Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event where John Cena's last match took place, it's Oba Femi. Here's the front of the box. It comes with a pair of hands and the North American Championship. Now to the back of the box, it comes with Punk, Gunther, Miller, Alba, Austin and Femi. So let's crack this figure open and see what's inside. Here is Oba Femi. Comes with a neck thing right here, a tattoo down his arm with a cool looking elbow pad, and on the other side he does have another tattoo with the same type of elbow pad. On his shorts, things have some like writing on both sides. Now onto his kick pads, it's like the same kind of writing, and purple boots, yeah, purple boots. Now it also comes with these orange little like flare things on the back, which are removable. You can just take them off like that. This is Oba Femi. Here's a closer look of his face. I hope Mattel releases an Oba Femi soon with his hair down, preferably to basics. I'd have to go out to buy enough for Elite. But then also the North American Championship. This North American Championship looks way better than the one that came with Trick Williams. An amazing looking title. NXT North America, it says right there if it focuses up. A great belt for a great figure. It's another beast of a figure, and I'm sure he'll be terrorizing the WWE roster anytime soon. So let me pack him up and move on to the next one. It's time for Titus Worldwide. I couldn't not pick up this figure for £10. It was a bargain, it was a steal, and he will make his debut in my Fig Fed at the Royal Rumble by slipping on his ass. But here is Titus O'Neil. Here's the side of the box. Here's the back of the box. It comes with Umaga, or Umanga, as William Regal would say. Stone Cold, the Ultimate Warrior, and Titus O'Neil. On the back it shows where he's from, his weight, his height, career highlights, and his memorable moments. So let's crack this figure open and see what's inside. Here is Titus Worldwide. He does come with his whistle around his neck. He comes with black trunks with a Titus design there, Worldwide. On the back, Titus on an F, Titus Worldwide. Got plain black knee pads and plain black boots. His default hands are the ooh hands. And this is a closer of his head scan. Of course, it is an older Elite. It doesn't come with the more jointed arms right there, but it doesn't really matter. But it does also come with the Rumble, Stumble, Slide t-shirt. So let's stick this straight on Titus O'Neil. Bit of a tight fit, but we got the t-shirt on Titus O'Neil. The Rumble, Stumble or Slide t-shirt. Here is a closer look at Titus's head scan. Not the best, but also you can tell it's supposed to be Titus O'Neil. And of course it does come with a pair of grab hands. So I'll pack him up and on to the next one. Well, the UFC are invading my Fig Fed. First off it was Conor McGregor and now it's Amanda Nunes. I picked this up at a bargain price of £10. It does come with a pair of hands and 2 titles, and of course the Brazilian flag. Taking a look on the back, here's the Conor McGregor that I have but didn't open, and a bunch of other fighters right there. This is Amanda Nunes. Let's rip her open and see how she compares to the ultimate Conor McGregor. Here she is, Amanda Nunes. Obviously a Jazzwares figure. Comes with UFC on her chest, nothing on the back. She does have tattoos down her arms and going onto her back and her shoulder. Unlike the Conor McGregor, you can't remove her pants. UFC on the side of the shorts there, on the front, and Nunes on the side. Other than that, she got them dogs out too. She got them dogs out. And of course, she comes with the fighting gloves, which I forgot to show you on Conor McGregor. They do say UFC. But here is a closer look at her head sculpt. She's going to be causing havoc in my fig fed. But she does come with the Brazilian flag right there. Something to walk out with whilst holding the Brazilian flag. She does come with an extra pair of grab hands, but she also comes with 2 UFC championships. These are way better than the ones that Conor McGregor came with, but I could probably get away with putting this on Conor McGregor. And also the more updated style of UFC championship right here. So that is Amanda Nunes. So let's put her away and move on. Let's keep it with the women's division and open the last of my women figures. We've got Lola Vice, Io Sky and Sonya Deville. We're going to start off with Sonya Deville. Elite 101, Sonya Deville. Here's the side and the back of the box. It comes with Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Johnny Knoxville, Mr. America, Ricochet, and Sonya Deville. So let's rip her open and see what's inside. So here is Sonya Deville. She does come with a soft goods jacket, which I originally thought was rubber. So a huge bonus there. Nothing to write home about of what you can see so far. So let's take this jacket off. And here's what she looks like with the jacket off. Nothing I can do about her arms unless I warm her up. So I'll just keep it like this for now. She comes with tats down her right arm and all down her left. And a tattoo on the back right there. She does basically come in a plain black attire with like a few bits and bobs here and there. Here's a closer look to Sonya's head scan right there. Plain black hair, black lipstick. It's Sonya Deville. But this entrance jacket I do want to talk about. It does come with molded rubber on it. So it's cool entrance attire, and of course it comes with fist hands and already with grab hands on it. So let's move on to Lola Vice. Here is Lola Vice. Now this figure annoyed me so much, so Smiths just didn't get her in at all, so I had to pay £35 I believe to get a ship from a website. The next day after I ordered it, I go into B&M and she's there for £20 and I couldn't cancel my order, so I had to stick with this Lola. So this is Lola Vice. She comes with 2 different heads, or just 1 different head and a pair of fists. And on the back of the box, we've been through all these before, there's Lola Vice. So let's just rip her open. And here is Lola Vice. She comes with long hair there, with like a flame, pink black flame on a blue attire. I can't really move the legs because they do need warming up. Needs a closer look at everything. She does come with like an arm sleeve sort of thing there with flames on it, and just a plain one there. Here's a closer look at Lola's head sculpt, but I believe this is the better head sculpt right here. The MMA style Lola Face head sculpt. And she does come with fist hands as well, but her default hands are grab hands, which I'm just going to keep on because I prefer those. So this is Lola Vice. A great little figure there, helps me bulk out my women's roster. But now to what I believe to be my last women's wrestler of this video, well, of this segment, is Iyo Sky. Here's Iyo Sky, another one arriving just in time for this video. It comes with a trash can and a set of hands. On the back, Brutus, Julius, Andrade, Iyo, Priest and Austin. See Iyo Sky on the back right there. Iyo Sky on the front, so let's crack this fig open. Here is a closer look at Iyo Sky. She comes with some sort of gauntlet there, which is removable. And one on the other side as well. It comes with this waist thing around there, which I hate on figures where you just can't remove these because they're just so annoying when you play with them. I'm noticing a little bit of separation of the leg joint there, but a bit of hot water should hopefully fix that right there. Comes in a nice purple attire with fluff on it. On the back, there's nothing really to write home about. Bit of design on her boots there. And purple and a bit of a gold design there, which leaks onto her actual skin. So, could do a better job, Mattel. You could do a tiny bit better. But then here's Iyo Sky's face scan. Not the best, to be honest. It does look like Iyo the tiniest bit. It's got a lightness from like there, but I don't really see Iyo in it. I just don't see Iyo. But nonetheless, it's an Iyo Sky figure with the signs on her boots, top of her boots as well, that I just noticed. So that's Iyo, but it also comes with a trash can with no lid. But something unique about this trash can, it's soft plastic. It's a soft plastic trash can. So Iyo, can Iyo even fit herself inside of it? Not really. Not really, like that. And then she does her moonsault off the top of the War Games. It does come with two pose hands right here. You can get a closer look at the hands there. But yeah, that is Iyo Sky. We've only got a few more to open before we go to the videos I recorded months ago. Now for two boring ones before we end with the last four, which are bangers. First off, we'll open one of these now, and the other three, the last three, ones with unboxed and both. So let's rip this. My eyes are closed. I'm hoping for the Undertaker. I believe this is the front. So I hope you guys can see it. And open, it's upside down. It's a duplicate. So I've opened two of these before, not on the video. And I already have a Diesel, so we'll put him to a side. We'll also put them to a side. Now it's on to Kushida and Ridge Holland. Kushida to bulk out my Cruiserweight division, and Ridge Holland to join the Bar. So first off, we'll start off with Ridge Holland. Here is Ridge Holland. He comes with a flat cap, a jacket. I think that's a shillelagh. I'm not sure. A face mask protector thing. And also a Build-A-Figure part for Virgil, which I which is his head. So we've already opened Virgil's body. So we got the head to match. This set comes with Brock Lesnar, Batista, Ridge and Beth. So let's rip this Ridge Holland open. But firstly, here is the Virgil head. It comes with for Build-A-Figure, and we'll just pop him straight on. There we go. There is Virgil. We just need arms and legs for him now. But I don't see myself buying Batista or Brock. Hopefully they bring out some arms and some legs that can match Virgil. But now onto Ridge Holland. Here is Ridge Holland, of course, recently let go by the WWE, so I thought I might as well pick up his figure now, because he's probably never going to get one ever again unless he somehow signs back to the WWE. So it does come with whatever this is. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I can barely even take it out of his hand, whatever that thing is. Not a clue, I couldn't tell you. The flat cap, of course, and this cool looking jacket that it does come with. So we'll take the jacket off, and here is Ridge Holland without any accessories. It's just a plain looking figure. Got a bit of the sign on his trunks and on the back. It does say Ridge right there on the boots. It does have some kind of logo on both sides right there. He is jacked. And then here is a closer look of its head scan. Not the best head scan, but I mean, it will do. But it also does come with this protective mask that you wear when you break your nose. And it is made out of a stretchy rubber, so it should be easy just to pull it over his face. Here's Ridge Holland with his protective face mask on there, which will be great for literally any figure that you want to have a broken nose with. Yeah, that's Ridge Holland, so let's move on to Kushida. Now, Elite 88 Kushida. I got him to fill up my cruiserweight roster. He does come with glasses, a whole elaborate jacket and shirt, 2 pairs of hands, and on the back of the box is Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio, MVP, Riddle, Kushida and Trish. So let's rip this figure open. And this is Kushida in all of his glory, with an entrance jacket and a shirt, I believe, which the entrance jacket is rubber but the shirt is cloth goods. Do a little rotate here. He comes with grab hands, fist hands and point hands, so 3 different pairs of hands. But let me take off his entrance attire so we can get a closer look at the figure. Before we get into Kushida, let's take a closer look at his entrance attire. It comes with this like orange puffer jacket right here, which is rubber, but a cool little outfit piece to have. It comes with this like t-shirt or jacket right here, with it's just plain grey, but it does have these on the wrist bits, and of course his entrance glasses right here. Cool looking shades. But now it's time for Kushida. So this is the head scan of Kushida right here. I honestly have never seen him wrestle. I got him to fill out the roster of my cruiserweight, so I can't tell you if he actually looks like this or not, if it's accurate. It does come with 2 elbow pads, 1 detailed wrist here, the other just plain black. It comes with white shorts with a red trim with some designs down the side on both sides, and also onto the boots on the side as well. He is rocking a man bun, which is very easily going to get ripped off during use. But this is Kushida, I believe. Yeah, it comes with the modern style articulations on the arm, So it's going to be a great little figure to have just to bulk out my Cruiserweight division. And here are my final 4, technically 6, figures of this Christmas Day / Boxing Day unboxing. But before we get to any of these, it's time to open the last of the bitty pots. I'm still looking for the Undertaker. Once I don't have Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Mean Gene, Drew McIntyre and the Undertaker. These are the only ones I'm missing. So let's just rip this one straight open. And we got the Undertaker. The only other one that I wanted. I got the 2 that I wanted. I got the Undertaker. And I keep calling him Randy Orton, but it's actually Batista. So I got the 2 that I wanted. Now it's time to choose another one that I wanted. Which I would want either Bret Hart or Drew McIntyre. So let's rip open this one. Keep my eyes closed. Hope it's the right way. And I will open. It's Mean Gene Okerlund. So I was actually going to say Mean Gene that I wanted, but I thought, nah, I'm definitely going to get him. But here is Mean Gene Okerlund. And for the last one, the last bitty pot. Time to rip it open. Let's slowly reveal it. Slowly. This way. Oh, nearly spoiled it. Let's open it. Oh, it's a Rey Mysterio. So, the only duplicates I did get is the ones you didn't see me open. Rey Mysterio and Diesel. But these are going to be for the background for Sakurada. So they're just going to stack up like so. Like this. And then one time. Oh, he's in a match. Someone's just destroyed all his Funko Pops. So let me clear up the rubbish and we'll get on to opening the last 4 figures. So here are the final 4, but we'll start off with Andrade, a figure that shouldn't exist, going to WWE, to AEW, back to WWE, to back to AEW, only to find out his non-compete clause was a thing. So having to go back to a non-compete clause for over a year in the WWE. So here is Andrade, and probably his last ever elite figure. Here's the back of the box. We got everyone apart from these 2. Do not need those 2. I've got Stone Cold Ultimate and Damian Priest Ultimate. I'm sorted for them for a long time. But here is Andrade. It comes with the WWE Speed Championship and also a mask. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. So let's rip Andrade open. So here is Andrade. Just a plain Andrade figure, but the attire is a bluey purple, black and white attire. All around, just like different colours everywhere. Got back pockets with a belt like all around it. And just plain black boots. Here is the head scan of Andrade right there. And honestly, not a bad figure to have because it's probably his last ever elite. So this is Andrade. And what I originally thought was a mask, which it is technically, it's a head scan. It's a head scan moulded with a mask on it, which, yeah, probably better than a rubber mask and easier to put on Andrade. So let's see how it looks like this. So here's Andrade with his entrance mask. It would be so much better if it did come with an entrance jacket as well. But I guess we'll live with it. We'll live with it. It does come with an extra pair of fist hands, with the default being grab. But also the main attraction, WWE Speed Championship. First time in the line belt right here. And it could probably be the last because I don't think they use it anymore. I think they discontinued it on NXT as well. But the Speed World Championship right there. Great, a cool looking belt. So that will just go around Andrade like so. So that is, I like that. So this is Andrade. And now for the final three, the huge main event. Scott Steiner, Evolution, and Roman Reigns. So the first one we're opening is big Papa Punk Scott Steiner. Last night I got to thinking, does he have his chest tattoo? No, he does not. But it does come with a World Heavyweight Championship, straight jacket, the chainmail, and the sunglasses. Scott Steiner in my fig fed will be debuting to take on Braun Breaker. Out with the old, in with the new. But the old is still around and kicking, and he's going to take the Steiner name and rub your face in it, Braun. So here's Scott Steiner, here's the front, here's the back. Let's crack this figure open and see how it feels in hand. Here is Scott Steiner unboxed. He is one beast of a man. Muscles everywhere, but one thing I did notice straight away is this arm. It is a bit loose, but I should be able to fix that because I had the same problem with my Triple H. A bit of clear nail polish inside the joint there, and also on this part here. Put it in there, it should stick in. So here is Scott Steiner. There's not really much to write home about. Big Papa Pump on the back of the trunks, and on the front an S in a circle. So that's Big Papa Punk. Here's a close look on his head scan right there. But it does come with two other head scans. It comes with like a shouting head scan there, and a more neutral head scan right there. So I'll probably stick with this one. And it also comes with the chainmail helmet. But also, he's not done with the head accessories just yet. It comes with a pair of sunglasses. So let's pop those sunglasses on Scott Steiner right there. They're a bit of like a softer plastic, so they're a bit hard to stay on. There we go, and we'll quickly try and put the chainmail on. Well, if we put the chainmail on first and then the glasses, we'll give it a go. There we go, there's Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Of course, an Ultimate Edition with the usual Ultimate Edition articulation. This had a bit loose, a little bit loose there, and two articulations right there. But he also does come with the big gold World Heavyweight Championship. Now this is probably the best World Heavyweight Championship I have in my collection. I do have many big golds, but this one looks the best. It's bright, it's shiny, it's got the red studs on it. It looks massive right there. A great belt for a great figure. He also comes with fist hands and pointing hands, but I'm not going to bore you with that. Pack Big Papa Pump up, and it's on to the Evolution. Sorry, I was forgetting one thing, and it is the straight jacket, but I don't think I'll ever put this on. Seems like a pain to put on. But here is the straight jacket. You just put the arms in, I'm guessing. You close it up and then you tie those bits together. So yeah, it also does come with a straight jacket. And now onto an absolute steal, the Evolution. I got this for Christmas. It was £30 in Smith's on sale. What a bargain. It comes with Batista, Triple H and Randy Orton. And there's one reason why I wanted this set, and it's a very stupid reason. I wanted that Batista, the Batista head scan with hair. And it also comes with Triple H with hair, with like a cloth scud suit, which is weird. And also a Randy Orton with a World Heavyweight Championship. Here's the side of the box right there. And then the back of the box when Evolution turned on Randy Orton. So let's open this bad boy up and we'll review them one by one. Here are the Evolution, but we'll start off with the figure that I was most excited about, the Animal, Batista comes in a nice maroon red attire, apart from the trunks, of course. He doesn't have all his tattoos. He's got the belly button tattoo right there, part of an arm tattoo, a little bit of a tattoo there, and of course his back tattoo, which isn't fully done. On his trunks it says Batista, and on the front just like some sort of flame logo there with maroon boots. And here's a closer look at his head scan right there. The whole reason I wanted this set. Batista, an amazing little figure right here. I already have a Batista that has debuted, but it's out due to injury, but he is going to return to take on this man right here at WrestleMania. He does come with a pair of grab hands, which are quite big grab hands, more like choke slam hands right there. But that is Batista. Get on to Randy Orton. Now, this Randy Orton is a little bit of a waste for me. I have the orange Randy Orton. I did have the old school Randy Orton that came with the Arceo t-shirt, the exact same as this, but in black. But I did give that away. And then I also have the Ultimate Edition Randy Orton. And I'm also picking up the other Ultimate Edition Randy Orton that's on Amazon. Which is a shame because this figure is cool. I wish I could just remove these and put them on my Ultimate Randy Orton. It does come with his back tattoo, some of his arm tattoo, some more there, 2 elbow pads, 2 knee pads, and of course his red trunks with his logos there and Orton on the back. It's actually a cool little figure. I'll probably put him on display because he does come with World Heavyweight Championship not everyone can use, because engraved on it, Randy Orton. So if he ever wins the World Championship in my Fig Fed, I know what belt I'm going to use. So he also does come with this head scan right here, but it also comes with a secondary one, this one, which I'm guessing is from when he was on Batista's shoulders. He's celebrating, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, and then, boom, like that. So that is Randy Orton. And now onto the game. Triple H. Not a whole lot to say about this one. It's a suited Triple H. But I'm assuming if I remove this elastic band, just undress Triple H all the way until he's not in a suit anymore, just suit pants. So let me undo all this. Then his tie, which is connected to his shirt, I believe. No, it does actually come off. So if I took Triple H's head sculpt off, the tie goes flying. Great. And then, yeah, here's the game Triple H. Let me just take all this off, I might as well. And then here's Triple H. Right there. I'm not going to put the head on properly. So it's just a generic suit. It does come with thumbs up / thumbs down. Hands already attached, but it does come with a pair of fist hands and a pair of grab hands. It does also come with 2 different heads. A like smiling one, smirking, and a more serious face. That's the t-shirt. He comes with the jacket and the ties here. So something went flying, but I don't know what it was. Something did. I'll figure that out later. But that is the Evolution 3-pack. A great pickup at a great price. But now for the last figure to open. Roman Reigns. And now for the last figure of this Christmas Day unboxing. It is Roman Reigns. That second Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns. This Roman comes with 3 different sets of head. The Ula Fala, the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship and many different sets of hands. Looking at the back of the box, you see Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns, the OTC. So let's not waste any time and crack and rip right into the last figure of this huge unboxing. And here is the OTC Roman Reigns, pretty much the exact same as my last Roman Reigns, but with a completely different head scan right there. Comes with his tribal tattoos right there, a gauntlet with red gloves, another gauntlet on the other arm, of course the usual Ultimate Edition articulation in the boots as well, but it does come with many different heads to try out. He comes with 3 different separate kinds of heads. He comes with a spear head where he's doing the ooh-ah. He comes with a more looking Roman Reigns, an in-ring Roman Reigns, and also a promo Roman Reigns. So first off, we're just going to compare these two styles right here. See, the one on my finger does look a whole lot more like Roman Reigns. But that's not all he comes with. He comes with the Ula Fala. Oh, it's nice to have an Ula Fala that actually fits him. Well, I hope it will. But we'll see more in a minute. But he also comes with the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The plain gold championship, my first undisputed championship of my collection, with Roman Reigns, plates on the side which are easily removable. Just pop them out and then swap them with a different belt. But right now I'm just going to swap heads, put the Ula Fala and the championship on Roman Reigns. And here is the Tribal Chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns. An amazing figure to end off on. You can't get a Roman Reigns figure wrong, really. You just can't. It would be nicer to update the gauntlet to like the gold one, or just literally any colour apart from red. This is my third red gauntlet Roman Reigns. The Ula Fala is smaller than the old Elite one I had, but it does fit on nicely. And of course, the undisputed championship right there. It does come with acknowledge me fingers and fist hands, but I'm not going to touch them. They can just stay. But yeah, this is Roman Reigns. And now we are finished unboxing all the figures I've saved up until Christmas and I got on Christmas. So now it's time to take a trip back in time to see all the figures I've opened in the last 6 months, not on Christmas Day. Right guys, the first one I'm going to be unboxing in this video, or it could be the last one I unbox in this video, is Ultimate Series Kevin Owens. I bought this Kevin Owens off Amazon. It cost me £38. And I will admit one thing, I've already opened it. Sort of. I wanted to test out one thing and I'm going to show you what I was testing out. So that's the back of the box, him celebrating I believe WrestleMania 39 or 40. WrestleMania 39 I believe. Him celebrating with Sami Zayn. And later in this video I'll be opening the Sami Zayn that came with this set as well. First thing we'll do is take Kevin Owens out of the packaging. This is the Kevin Owens figure. I already swapped his head, so you can tell that I've already opened it, but I haven't played with it. I opened it to test out one thing, and the one thing I did want to test out in my fig fed, Kevin Owens isn't in a tag team with Sami Zayn, he's solo, so I wanted to test one thing. That's if you take the arms off, and then it should just come over his head, what it looks like inside out, but you can tell he's got all these stitch lines in, so it isn't reversible. So if you do want him, and the worst part is it doesn't look quite right with it saying KO Mania on the front. If I can even get it on, It looks a little bit strange. Maybe not. Maybe if I just unfold. Or maybe it will be alright with KO Mania on the front. We'll give it a try. Put his arm back on. All Ultimate Editions you can pull the arms off. But just give him a twist whilst you're pulling them off. Don't just yank them off. Maybe it will be alright with it reversed. Just on the back it will say WrestleZania instead of KO Mania. It is the WrestleMania 39 because that's the WrestleMania 39 Go Hollywood logos. Great little figure we've got right here. Articulation, the standard Ultimate versions with butterfly joints. And we'll get to what's in the rest of the box. So I finally have a full complete set of Tag Team Championships after my 15, 16, 17 years of collecting wrestling figures. The only complete set of Tag Team Championships I do own are the AEW ones. But you saw at the intro in this video, I've got Austin Theory. I also have Grayson Waller, so that's another set of Tag Team Championships. So it's just a red and blue, outdated now, but great for if I ever want to go back to the red or blue. It comes with two different faces. I'll pick that up in a second. It comes with like a grinning face, I believe, if I can look past the camera. Yeah, like a grinning face. This is the standard face. Well, I don't believe it's the standard face. I think I swapped him. And then the screaming face. And here's his screaming face right here. Actually not a bad screaming sculpt for once. But it does want to keep slipping out of my hands. So that's all the faces, that's the figure, the championships, and then it just comes with extra hands. I'm not going to bore you with, it's just fist hands and slap hands. So let's carry on with this video. And the next figure I'll probably open in a few weeks, but for you, it's in the matter of seconds. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Austin Theory. This is one I wasn't planning on opening until Christmas. I was like, nah, I need that Tag Team Championship for this set. Give them to the new Tag Team Champions, Enzo Amore, Big Cass in my fig fed. So looking on the back of the box, I realised they don't even put Alba Fire in the set on Smith, so I'm going to have to go online and buy her. I've got Obafemi, Theory, Hayes. I don't need another Punk. I definitely don't need another Gunther. And so this is the figure. It comes with the Tag Team Championship, all white attire, in the brand new Raw style box. Nice red updated box. So without further ado, let's open this figure. I don't have anything sharp, so bear with me whilst I open it. Right, here we go guys. I've peeled the tape off. Let's unbox this Austin Theory. A new shorter style packaging right here for the Elites. More like a basic packaging. I do notice it does come with a little tab right there. Is there anything in there? No, nothing in there. Okay, so we'll get that box out of here. Now onto the Austin Theory. The packaging is tiny. It looks weird like that. It's a new updated packaging. It does come with these little tabs that are a pain to get off. I'll just yank them off. Right, let's do that. Right, no, that's not going to work. They're on too tight, so bear with me whilst I pull these tabs off. Alright guys, I believe all the tags are off, so let's unbox this figure. If he wants to come out of the box like this, packaging. There we go. It does come with some tabs on the hands. There we go. A new and updated Austin Theory. Now, I'm not a big fan of this haircut right here on Austin Theory. I'll get a close-up on that in just a second. It's more like the older Elite Austin Theory style haircut. Nothing like the haircut he has now. But what it does come with is a nice little beard right there. For a nice updated bearded Austin Theory. It comes with A-Town down fingers. He does come with the new, well not so new anymore, SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Championship, only one of them. No side plates though, so perfect. And onto Austin Theory's attire. It's a nice greeny white attire. All day on the knee pads, the Austin Theory logo, A-Town on the side right there. Where's this, a WrestleMania 40 attire Austin Theory right there? You had the WrestleMania 40 logo, Austin Theory, all day on the back of the trunks there. So really a nice green, a minty greeny white attire right there. Bit of black in there as well. And it does come with an extra pair of grab pants, which I will be putting on him. And if you don't know how to swap hands, you just grab them, twist them, pull, and then you get your hand, you push it in, twist it whilst you're pushing it in, and there you go. A-Town down, Austin Theory. Nice little attire there. I do believe he does have an updated body from his last Elite as well. So all in all, a nice updated figure there for Austin Theory. My only problem with him is his haircut. I wish it was more of the flatter one and not quiffed up kind of hair. But other than that, I rate this figure. Nice little figure, nice updated Austin Theory to the collection. And if any problems with their face scan, there's some good basics out there with a good Austin Theory head scan. Right guys, that's Austin Theory. And now on to the next figure. Now guys, it's a new day. Halloween's came and gone. It's not November 1st, so if you hear fireworks out in the background, people are celebrating Bonfire Night early for some reason. It happens every year. But in this part of the unboxing, we've got Sami Zayn Ultimate Edition. We unboxed Kevin Owens earlier in the unboxing, but now it's time for Sami Zayn. We also have Tiffany Stratton. And after that, we've also got Bayley. We'll start off with the one on top. We'll start off with Bayley. So I'll put these to a side. So this is Bayley, guys. Comes in a nice blue and gold attire. Back of the box. Is this a WrestleMania entrance? I actually don't know. I don't know where this attire is from. Comes with a coat, a title, a separate head, and I believe that's it, a separate hands. So let's get into it. So let's open this up. Take the figure out of the packaging. And instead of throwing the box, I put it neatly in a pile right next to me. So the figure is out of the box. And the first thing we do is take the figure out. So she does have those little plastic things there and on the hands. So bear with me a minute whilst I take them off. All but one's undone. But in the process, I've took the jacket out by accident. But we'll get to that in just a minute. So the legs are done. One of the arms are done, but this one's not. So I'm just going to yank that off, and there we go. We've got our Bayley figure right here. Oh, I thought, is that marks or a tattoo? No, it's a tattoo. I thought those were scuff marks. Right, this could be my fault, but the butterfly joints are really loose. No, I don't think it's my fault, but the butterfly joints are really loose on this fig. But it should be alright anyways. But a nice little Bayley. I do not like this bit here. I hate when figures come with these bits that are unattachable. Like the Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley or Dirty Dom figures where they come with bits like on them which will pull off in time and just break the figure. But well, there's no I can really do about that unless I cut it off. But onto the figure. So Bayley, here's the head sculpt that comes on the figure. Which comes with a cool little design in the side of her head there. With blue in her hair. If the camera can pick that up. A nice bluey gold attire. Not really much to it, to be honest. Just gold like patterns. Does have a logo right there. Looks like some sort of tiger, lion or something like that. black and gold boots. It does come with this part, which I was just complaining about. It just says Bailey on the side right there. There's not really much else I can say about this figure. It's just a bland gold and blue attire. So we'll get on with what's in the rest of the box. So first off, we'll start off with the other head. It's a smiling face. Now this one looks more like Bailey than this one. This one looks a bit weird, but this one does look a lot more like Bailey. Not quite exactly like her, but it still looks more like her. Same exact head sculpt, apart from she is smiling. So we'll put that to the side, and I guess we'll continue on with the jacket, which I forgot to undo, so yank them out. So here's the jacket parts, guys. Comes with 2 removable arms that go together, and we'll try it on the figure now. So take the arms off. With Ultimate, you just grab, pull and twist at the same time, and then we'll get the jacket. It might be easier to take the head off as well, actually. So you just grab, twist and pull. A lot of crack in there that I don't like. Jesus. Why is it like that? Alright, one sec. Alright, give me a minute, guys. I'm going to warm up the head and pull it off, because it seems like it's going to break otherwise. So 1 minute. Here we go, guys. So once I pulled it off, after I didn't quite heat it properly, I just pulled it off, and a bit of plastic did come flying, so that there could have been a bit of plastic on this bit or inside the head. But now we're going to put on the jacket. So I believe you just go like this. Make sure that bit's the t-shirt or whatever it is hanging off. And then, is this the right or left arm? I really can't tell. I'll try it in the left arm. Your guys is right, and mine right actually, but still. So that's one in. Get the other arm now, and you just get the other arm and then push it in. There we go. And then where's the slot? There it is. Right, it does. Alright, let me take the arm off. There we go. We'll put the joint in like that instead. This arm's causing me a little bit of trouble. Alright guys, a little bit of trouble there, but arms are on now. And then let's pop on the smiling face. So he's got a little bit of hair that was in the way, so let's move that. And you just push it on. If it wants to go on, it doesn't want to go on at all. So let's try it again, bit more force. That's the whole complete Bailey pretty much, apart from it's got two hands, which are thumbs up or thumbs down hands. So we'll put them on the entrance arms. Oh my god, this figure's so bad. Like the quality of it. Right, give me another minute guys to try and put these arms on. I think we're coming to our first elf figure on this channel, because the ants just do not go into the slots. I'm going to try warming up later. But this figure has been a big L for me. The only redeeming factors now, it comes with the women's championship. Nice gold and white strap there. It would just go around Bailey like so, but I'm not going to bother putting it on her. That's Bailey guys. A bit disappointed in it. I'll try and sort all the issues out with the entrance hands, the loose butterfly joints, and that head's probably there to stay because I don't want to break the figure. If you watched my last mega unboxing, you know how much I love these sandwich bags. You just open them up, you stick everything inside of it, including the figure. You seal it up, let all the air out. There you go, you got a nice safe figure right there. So I'm going to pop Bailey onto the side, remove this bit of plastic. Now it's up next, we might as well knock the two women out and go with Tiffany Stratton. Now this is a Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton. I'm not quite sure where this attire is from once again. It could be from when she won the Money in the Bank, but it comes with her customised Money in the Bank. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now I've got Tiffany Stratton open, so now let's get her out of the box. So once again, I'll put the packaging just down here. And here we go, she comes with the figure. Two different sets of hands there, a different head sculpt, and the customised Money in the Bank. So first off, she comes with those tags, but I really can't be bothered to take them off properly. So let's just brute force it. In case I was the one to damage the butterfly joints on the Bailey figure, let's take them off like that, and then there we go. Now let's reattach the arms of Tiffy. The arms are on. So this is the Tiffany Stratton figure. It comes with a greeny, purpley, bit of yellow on their attire. I'm not quite sure where this attire is from once again, but a nice attire, bit like Bailey's, a bit bland, but it would be good if they did a pink Tiffany Stratton ultimate. That would look way better. I notice on her neck. Oh my god. There seems to be a problem with the Ultimate Edition women figures where the heads just don't want to pop off. I managed to pop it off without it breaking. So that's a closer look on the head scan that comes with Tiffany. And then the necklace thing, I did think it was removable the way it's sculpted on there, but it's not. But this is the Tiffany Stratton figure right here. It does come with a separate head. So this is the spare head, a neutral face, or the head that it does come with, a smiling face. I think, looking at I probably fare the neutral face. But yet again, I'll have to look off camera properly to see which one I decide. I'll put the smiling one back on, just for now. If it wants to come on, there we go. Yeah, seems like the butterfly joints are all in hand. It does come with butterfly joints. I know that some women wrestlers don't come with butterfly joints. Also comes with different sets of hands. So it comes with, let's get one of each out. Pointy hands, and whatever hands these are. Bit like Jade Cargill's Stormy's Coming hands. But it also comes with the pink Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, one thing I am questioning, does it open? And the question is, if I can get a proper grip on it. It's a bit small. Yes, it does. I didn't think it actually was going to open. It does open. And you could take these bits off in the inside. They're right there. I reckon you could just push them out so you can just use this briefcase anywhere. But it does have Tiffy logo right there. The same on the back. And now Tiffany can walk around with her Money in the Bank briefcase. Great figure, a lot better than the Bailey. Doesn't come with much extra stuff, but what it does come with works. I'm going to finish unboxing the figure, put her in a sandwich bag, and we'll be on to the final figure of this segment, Sami Zayn. One more thing I do want to add, I do wish it did come with the Women's Championship, but luckily the one with Bailey does come with one. So you can have the Women's Championship and the Money in the Bank she cashed in to get that Women's Championship. On to the last figure of this segment, Ultimate Edition Sami Zayn. Earlier in this video we unboxed the Ultimate Edition Kevin Owens that came out with this Sami Zayn, but now we're solely on Sami Zayn. To tie us from WrestleMania 39 where he became double champ versus the Usos with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Comes with 2 different heads, 2 championships and 2 pairs of hands. So let's open this fig and review it. Hey guys, that took no time at all with the screwdriver. It just wanted to come straight out the package. So let's open him up, take the plastic out, box to the side, and here is Sami Zayn. So we'll do what we've been doing, straight onto the figure. I can't be bothered to undo these tags again, so I'm just going to yank him out. Here we go guys, Sami Zayn out of the packaging. Comes with the WrestleZania t-shirt and KO Mania on the back. He does come with those trousers, not the tights he does wear. Here's the head scan right there. Quite a good Sami Zayn head scan. Now the shirt isn't Velcro. To take it off you are going to have to take off his head. See how much easier that is with the male wrestlers to taking off the head. So you just take it off like you would a shirt in real life. Well, this is real life, but I mean on yourself. If it's easy. You could just pull the arms off, but I prefer not to do that. And here's the Sami Zayn figure. Pop the head on. Great Sami Zayn figure. And if you was into customs, I reckon you could make a good Daniel Bryan with this figure. So it does come with butterfly joints. A torso that I haven't seen on an Ultimate Edition yet. Nice torso, but he's got no tattoos or anything like real life, so it's a bit plain. Now onto the trunks, well, trousers. He's got the S and Z. And right there he's got plain black and white boots. So not really much on this figure, but still a great little figure, I believe. Does come with the Elite Ultimate Articulated boots. But let's see what else this fig comes with. So it comes with 2 different pairs of heads. So it's got just a straight face Sami. Now I think this is the best one. Well, second best one, because the best one is right here. The screaming face Sami. Now in fig pictures, if you have an edge and want a screaming face, I reckon this would do well. And screaming as a screaming face edge, but I love this face scan. Screaming face, hair all over the place. Nice Sami, but this one will be going on my figure. Also, like Kevin Owens, it does come with 2 tag team championships, the Raw and SmackDown men's tag team championships. But I won't be using them because earlier when I unboxed Austin Theory, that completed my collection of a tag team championship of that I actually like. So these are going to go in my title box, probably to never be used. And it does come with 2 different pairs of hands. Sort of like slap hands and also punch hands. The figure does already come with mic hands, grab hands. But all in all, a great little figure for Sami Zayn right here. You can't really complain on a little figure like this. Yes, it's the most bland figure of them all of this unboxing so far. But yet, it's still one of the best because I think this is a custom sculpted body. I believe, because I haven't come across one with this body yet. And it just gets Sami Zayn's likeness down to a T, especially with this face right here. That is Sami Zayn personified. Just have another closer look. So I'm going to put this figure away And maybe in a few days or a few weeks, the next section of this video is going to be films. So let's get on to the next section. And now for one I wasn't expecting to open, Ultimate Edition Kurt Angle. Now this figure was meant to come out next year, I believe, but Smiths had it online in November, which is November now at time of recording. So I picked him up and now it's time to unbox him. So that's the front of the box right there, the sides and the back of the box. Kurt Angle with hair, always a weird sight to see. It is a, where did I find it? Where did I just see it? I mean, a Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition. So we'll just get into this. Now this is the Kurt Angle. It comes with 6 pairs of hands, 3 pair of hands, well 4 including them, 2 championships, the European title and the Intercontinental Championship, 2 gold medals and 2 head scans. So first let's get in to the figure. Okay, now I've got Kurt Angle out of the box. This is the figure right here, comes with American flag attire, USA onto the back right there. So basically it's just an American attire across the torso and the rest of it is blue apart from a few details there. Nothing special on the boots. Does come with his back tattoo right there. Also comes with 2 arm pads, some like big red ones right there. And it does come with taped up arm. What's that? It's got green. Probably from the factory, to be honest. This is the Kurt Angle, that's his face. Good Kurt Angle scan. So that's the figure. Now let's get into the accessories. So the main one I want to get into is this. Like, who the hell is that? That's not Kurt Angle, that's Kurt Angle. Like, who the hell is that? Is that Eric Angle right there? The other one, she's a screaming face and still not really good likeness right there, to be honest. Looks like a default character. Default American character in a game. But before we get into the rest, there's one thing I wanted to test out. I have this old Elite Kurt Angle. I've just warmed up his head. And if I can pop it off, there we go. I want to see what this head looks like on this figure. So all you've got to do is twist and pop. And then let's try this. I think his head's going to sit too far onto his neck if it wants to even go in. There we go. Leaves him with no neck Kurt Angle right there. But I think I would stay with this. With the bald... No, I don't really... So, tell me what you guys think. Bald Kurt Angle, okay, or if I can get his head back off, or hair Kurt Angle. Where did I just put his bald head there? So I do need to touch up his eyebrows a little bit. Colour's gone in the right one. But I think for now, whilst it's warm, I'll pop on. Oh, there we go. Bald angle right there. Does look a little bit strange. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. So that's Kurt Angle with his old Elite head scan. I might even swap out the boots and knee pads, to be honest, just to add a bit more character. Now it does come pinned down, but it does come with 2 Olympic gold medals. And I've already got a set in this, oops, I was about to say sorry, in this bag right here. So we'll compare this to his old Elite whilst I have him out. Pretty much the exact same thing, just these ones, the newer ones that are bigger. Where did the other one go? Oh, right here. So what I'll do is take the older ones and put them underneath, and the newer ones, let's just cover him. Let's just cover him in medals. 4 Olympic gold medals around his broken freaking neck. There he goes. And I do actually, I'll take 2 off just for now. See what this jacket looks like on him. Does it fit on the old Team Angle Elite? I think his first Elite since being back, that was. Yeah, pretty nice fit, to be honest. I'm sort of liking the bold face scan now with this on it. Looking good. And I realise if I swap the boots over, it's going to lose the ultimate articulation in the feet. So I'll have to see how it looks, and if I really like it, it can stay. And now on to the titles. It comes with the old Intercontinental Championship and the European Championship, I believe. Yeah, European Championship right there. My first European Championship. Does look a bit plain, but I don't know if that's how it looked back in the day. I don't really remember how it looks properly, apart from 2K games. And the old Intercontinental Championship. And getting there, the only belt I really want that missing is the white Intercontinental Championship. I did have it, but for some reason it ripped all the way from here to there. It was like it when I bought it, so I'm on a hunt for a replacement. But here's the Intercontinental Championship right there. So Kurt, take your gold. If your arms want to bend, the arms will need warming up a little bit, I think. There we go, that's Ultimate Kurt Angle. And it does come with pointing fingers, bigger grab hands, like a chokeslam hands, and fists. So those are all the hands you get with the Ultimate Edition. 2 titles, 2 Olympic gold medals, and of course the figure. 2 different head scans, but I've taken the other one off. So here's the head scans as well. Nice little figure. I think I'm going to keep him bold as Bold Angle. Great figure. Once again, if I do swap the knee pads, I'll cut into the video now and show you what I've done if I put these knee pads on and if I swap the boots. I think I will keep the white boots on but swap the knee pads. So let's get on to the next fig. Right guys, I've just swapped the knee pads and the boots on Kurt Angle, and I think I like it like that. I do miss out on the Ultimate style articulation on the boots with having the red ones on, but I think it makes the attire look much better. I love the knee pads on them. They're better than they're much better than the plain blue ones right there with this star right there. So yeah, I do prefer them. If I change my mind on the boots, I'll always change them in the end, but I think this is how I'm going to have my Ultimate Edition Kurt Angle. And one more thing I want to add, the articulation on this, the best articulation on a figure I've had in a long time. I didn't have to warm him up. His joints are perfectly like loosened. Maybe the only problem is with the arms do need warming up a little bit, but other than that, a perfect little Kurt Angle figure that technically I've made into a custom by swapping boots, head and knee pads. It is now the 11th of December. We are 2 days away from John Cena's final match. But before that, It's SummerSlam in my fig fed, and these 4 superstars are making their debut. Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero, Scarlett, and Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné. But first, I want to open this bad boy. I've been waiting a long time to open this. My AEW Supreme Will Ospreay. Now, I got this a month earlier than I was supposed to. I think it said come in October maybe. I got it in September. I've been holding on to it that long, when I could have made an early unboxing before a lot of people got their hands on it. But the game's the game. I said I'm going to open them when I need to, and then on Christmas do a massive unboxing. So here we go. I need to open this Will Ospreay. This is my first ever AEW Supreme figure, so I'm excited to see what it is like. So first, I'm just going to open this up, and I'll be back once it's opened. Alright, I've got Will Ospreay now opened. Now let's see what it comes with. So, bit messy. I do like how it comes like all separately instead of one big packaging. That box is sick. I think I'm going to keep this box definitely. It comes with a head, two heads, 2 pairs of hands, and an extra pair of pants. Now, I'm wondering something about these pants, so we'll get to the figure first and then we'll check them out. So this is the Will Ospreay figure. Oh, so you just pull that off there. You pull this bit off there. Alright, now we've got full access to the figure. I don't think is it tied down? I mean, there's only one way to check, and that's pulling it out of the box. There we go, that easy. So this is my first ever Supreme figure, as I say. So AEW figures do come taped together like that. First, oh, I like this jacket there, but a bit of hard plastic on it. I'm just thinking of how to tackle this. I think we just take off the jacket if we can, and then we'll review the jacket once we review the figure. There we go, jacket off. So it does come with the plastic all around and a bit of thread stuck on his head. So I'll just peel this off if I can. So I've got most of the plastic off, but one thing I've just noticed, they got the plastic on and then the elbow pad, so that's going to be easy to take off. Let me just take off his hand. There we go. And there we go. That's Will Ospreay out of the box. My first ever Will Ospreay, my first ever Supreme figure. And it does actually feel great in hand. I do like these butterfly joints. They don't really move as back as an Ultimate Edition do, to be honest. And this one seems jammed. So this side's completely not working. I might have to heat that up, to be honest. But this is the figure. A great Will Ospreay figure, I believe. I'm enjoying it. It looks like Will Ospreay. If you've seen the recent AEW figures, they do not look as good. Comes with these pants right here. This come with a few tattoos on his arm. Does he have any on that one? No. So that is the Will Ospreay figure. I am going to have to do something about that butterfly joint. I'm going to have to try and heat it up. But we'll just firstly take a look at the jacket. So this arm is kind of soft. This one's like rock solid. Well, not rock solid, but it is harder. But it does have loads of stuff on it. And to be honest, I feel like this jacket comes with like peacock feathers or something. Is this like a peacock attire? if I am being honest, this is something Jazzwares do better than Mattel, because these soft goods right here, this feels amazing. But one thing I did want to test out. So my only problem, oh, it does say something. It says something at the back of his thing. Is there Will Ospreay? One problem I do have with AEW figures is how easily they come apart, and with him having removable pants, I want to see how easily they'll come about. So let's do a moonsault. Oh no, seems alright to be honest. And then if you want to swap his attire, you take his pants off like that, and then over here we'll unbox these pants. I'm guessing, yeah, you open that door there and you just pull the pants out. So these are the two different pairs of pants you get. These ones are the best ones in my opinion, but we will have a look at these ones. I do like this though, because you buy a wrestler for a second attire. Like if you have a Seth Rollins white, you might want a black and gold Seth Rollins. Well, this Will Ospreay, oh, you want the black and white, or you want the peacock ones, you just take the pants off. And there you go. Perfect. I'll put these ones on for now. There we go. How easily does he stand up? Not very easily. Unless I move him about and mess it all up. Oh wait. So I got like the Ultimate Edition like toe joints there. So basically this is an Ultimate Edition AEW Will Ospreay figure. And it does come with a screaming head. And with like a screaming head there. It looks a bit like Adam Page there. And it also comes with a smiley face as well. So it comes with just a straight face, a smiley face, which I think I'd like more. No, I don't know, I kind of like the straight face as well. And the face I'll never use, the screaming face. That does look like Adam Page so bad. He already comes with pose hands, rockstar hands, and he also comes with point hand, slap hand, and 2 grab hands. So that's my Will Ospreay figure done. I like the figure, to be honest. If I have any problems with it, I'll probably leave a comment or something on the video, but so far I think this is the best AEW figure I've had. But up next, we'll keep it AEW. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, next. And now, Elite Series 83, Sasha Banks. I picked this up at a bargain. I think it was like £22 or something. When I was going to get a basic for £10. But I thought, this comes with the blue hair, the glasses, the boss hands and everything. So I thought, you know what, I'll pick up the Elite. So in this set was Edge. I believe I've got that Edge, to be honest. Drew McIntyre, Dusty, Corbin, and of course Sasha Banks. It shows where she's from, a finisher, a height, career highlights, and now she's in AEW. But I don't really pick up AEW figures, and I do prefer the Mattels. So let's get on to the Mattel Sasha Banks. It's Sasha Banks unboxed, guys. Here we go. So there's her boss hands. Here's her glasses, but first off, it comes with tape an elastic band. Let's get this Sasha out of the box. There we are. Here's our Sasha Banks with the boss jacket. Legit boss. Our hands are like stuck in this position there. So you can't even remove the heads on this series, so this is going to be a pain to get off. So bear with me just a minute. Okay, I am struggling to get this bit of the jacket off, but these do just pull off, and no wonder her arms are bent, so I probably won't attach them back, and I did forget to attach the hands, but that doesn't matter. This is the Sasha Banks. A blue attire there, Sasha Banks on the back of her trunks, blue and white boots right there, boss. What does this side say? Legit boss. Well, it's legit boss. Blue hair. Tire is black and blue, bits of white on it, and that's all there really is to this figure. So it does come with what, oh, these just fall out, which I am excited to see. Grab hands, of course, so we'll attach these on now, which is weird because I don't remember the series this early / late having removable hands, but I guess they do. And it also comes, if I can show you, legit boss, but that doesn't say any, that doesn't say nothing. Just a bunch of holes, but that does say, if it focuses, boss. So I'm guessing, well, it's got like handles, so you just like, yeah, slide them onto the knuckles there. I do have them the wrong way around, but that doesn't matter. Legit. And then these are going to be tedious and easily to lose. Be easy to lose. Legit boss Sasha Banks, and she does also come with a pair of blue glasses that also say boss. The lighting is terrible in here. I don't know what's happened to my lights. There we go. The legit boss Sasha Banks is in the building, making her return at SummerSlam. But beforehand, let's keep it with the women. Up next, Scarlett. Up next is Scarlett. Elite Series 92 comes in a set with The Fiend, Adam Cole, Rey Mysterio, Rick, Charlotte Flair, and Scarlett. So I've seen this in the wild many times, but I instead ordered it online for the exact same price with free delivery. So yeah, I got this from Wrestle Shop. In this set, I have Adam Cole, I have that Charlotte, and now I have Scarlett. Here's the front of the box. Here's the back of the box. So let's just rip it open. And here's the Scarlett. Not really much to write home about because it's plain black, but we'll get her opened and see if there's any hidden details. Right, this is Scarlett. Like I said, not really much to write home about. It's just a plain black attire with just like spikes there. It does come with a headband, but it's non-removable. But one thing there is to write home about: these hands. Look, they're rubber. They're like rubber hands. Ugh, I do not like that. She does come with these like heels sort of thing, which means she's going to be a pain to stand up, never mind. But she also comes with punch hands. No grab hands. Oh, one. No, they are grab hands. They are grab hands. 2 grab hands. And also this lantern. So she can come down to the ring with her lantern, and however she holds this. It's not a lantern, it's a time clock thing. Sand clock, I think. She can come down to the ring holding it. Tick tock, time's up. Drop kick. So this is Scarlett. Like I said, not really much to write home about. The only thing with colour in it is her hair, which is white with the whole black attire. So yeah, that's Scarlett. So up next and lastly for now is Eddie Guerrero. Now a figure that's eluded me for so long. Eddie Guerrero. I either just stopped collecting before an Eddie was released, or I was a kid and didn't have the money to go and buy an Eddie Guerrero. But now we have the Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero, and right there he's holding the Undisputed Championship. But in here, no Undisputed Championship. I hate when they do that. But there's Eddie Guerrero purple attire from a bull rope match, I believe. But I've already opened the box, so let's just get right into it. Now this is the one I'm excited about, apart from the Will Ospreay. So firstly, it does come with a bunch, and I mean a bunch of stuff. So firstly, we'll open the actual figure, and this is Eddie Guerrero. He is a bit stiff out of the packaging, but the butterfly joints do feel nice. He is a lot shorter than I imagined, to be honest. A lot shorter, but I'm guessing Eddie was short. He does have the blonde, like a sandy blonde tips sort of thing. Does he have, yeah, he does need warming up in the legs, so I can't really show much flexibility. Latino Heat. I love these boots of Eddie. Like a sands with a black flame. Comes with all the typical Mattel ultimate articulation. With even the toes, if there we go, the toes. So that's Eddie right there. But Eddie's not done, because he comes with a Latino Heat t-shirt, Addicted to the Heat on the back, Latino Heat on the front. Now, to be honest, I don't know which way it goes. I'm just gonna guess the way it came in the box. Here's Eddie with the Latino Heat t-shirt. It looks amazing on him. I finally have an Eddie in my collection. And Eddie, you're gonna go on to do big things. But still in the box is two different heads. So it comes with my least favourite kind of head, a screaming head. Maybe even like a laughing head sort of thing. And a smirking head. But also comes with the figure a smiling head. Now I do just prefer the smiling head a little bit more. Also comes with a bunch of different hands, which I'm not going to get into. Slap hands. I will get into this one, see what this is. Just like like posing hands sort of things there. And then mainly, which a lot of people might buy this figure for if they already have Eddie, I believe a bull rope. I believe it's a bull rope. So what you do is you take your figure's hand off, you slot it through there, you put the hand back on, and let's just say I'm his opponent, and now the whole match we're strapped together, like basically a strap match, but this is a bull rope. It is quite long actually. It is the length of my figure toy company's ring pretty much, which yes, I have it back out. I might make another review on it later, but if not, I've just replaced the ropes for now with my Ultimate Edition. So this is Eddie, an amazing figure here. He's getting ready to debut at SummerSlam, but until next time, probably Christmas Day, this is going to be the last figure I open. I just want to say thank you all for watching so much. It's been an insane year. I hope you enjoyed this huge unboxing, and I hope we can do the same again next year. I hope you have an amazing Christmas and a happy New Year. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.